This was supposed to be such a joyful wedding. I never imagined it would happen like this.
Life can turn in ways we cannot understand.
If at any point you wish to stop, we can stop.
No. I gave my word to my father.
You don't have to do this only because of a promise.
What else do I have right now besides promises?
We gather here today not in celebration, but in hope. Hope that even in sorrow, companionship can grow. Daniel Harper. Do you take Emma Bennett to be your lawful wife?
I do. Not because of obligation, but because I promise to stand beside her. Even if she never looks at me the way she once looked at someone else.
Emma Bennett. Do you take Daniel Harper to be your lawful husband?
I do. Because my father trusted him.
I promise. I will never force you to feel something you don't.
I cannot promise love. But I promise honesty.
Marriage is not always born from passion. Sometimes it is born from patience.
Your father would have wanted you safe.
I hope he feels peaceful now.
I know today does not feel like a beginning.
It feels like an ending.
I will not expect you to change overnight.
I don't know if I will ever change.
Then we will move at your pace.
Why are you doing this, Daniel?
Because someone once believed in me when I had nothing. And because I would rather be beside you in silence than not be near you at all.
You deserve someone who can love you properly.
Love is not something I demand. It's something I wait for.
This doesn't feel real.
We'll take it one day at a time. I hope I'm strong enough to carry both of our sorrows. This is it. It's not very large, but I've tried to keep it comfortable.
It's quiet.
Yes. I suppose it is. I've always preferred it that way.
The silence feels loud.
If you would like to change anything, the curtains, the furniture, the color of the walls, you can. It doesn't have to feel like only my space.
I don't know what I like anymore.
I thought perhaps you might be hungry. I can make tea. Or something simple to eat.
I'm not hungry.
You haven't eaten much today.
Food feels unnecessary.
You still need strength.
For what? For pretending this is normal? For pretending this is a marriage?
I'm not pretending.
Then what are we doing?
We are two people who promised something important to someone who mattered to us.
That doesn't sound like love.
It isn't. Not yet. You can take the bedroom. I'll sleep on the sofa.
No. This is your home.
It's our home now.
It doesn't feel like that. This isn't how it was supposed to be.
Emma. If you ever wish to talk, I will listen.
I don't know how to be someone's wife when my heart still feels buried in a hospital corridor.
You don't have to be anyone's wife right now.
Then what am I?
You're someone who is grieving.
Daniel?
Yes,
Why did you agree?
because your father trusted me. And because, even before all this happened, I admired the way you lived.
Admired?
You have a way of bringing light into places. I have always lived in quiet rooms.
You deserve someone who can shine back at you.
I'm not asking you to shine for me.
I don't know if I will ever love you.
I didn't marry you to demand love.
Then why?
To make sure you're not alone. You're awake early. I thought you might want some tea. It's nothing special. Just something warm to start the morning.
Thank you. I didn't really sleep.
I noticed the light in the bedroom was still on very late.
Sleep feels strange now. Every time I close my eyes, I remember things I wish I could forget.
If you ever want to talk about those memories, you don't have to carry them alone.
Talking doesn't make the memories disappear.
No. But sometimes sharing them makes them easier to breathe through.
Daniel. I think we should speak honestly with each other.
I agree. Honesty is the only thing that can make this situation bearable.
I don't want to hurt you by staying silent. Silence can sometimes create false hope.
I appreciate you saying that. Please, say whatever is on your mind.
I cannot love you right now. I wish I could pretend. I wish I could act like everything is normal. But my heart still feels broken in a place I cannot repair.
You don't need to pretend with me.
When I look at you, I don't see a husband yet. I see someone who was kind enough to stand beside me when my life collapsed. But kindness and love are not the same thing.
You're right. They are different.
I am afraid that staying here might trap you in a life where you wait for feelings that may never come.
I didn't marry you expecting love to appear immediately.
Then what were you expecting?
Time. Time for grief. Time for healing. Time for two strangers to slowly learn how to exist in the same space without hurting each other.
But what if time changes nothing?
Then we will accept that truth when it arrives.
You're speaking as if your own feelings don't matter.
My feelings matter. But they do not have to become your burden.
You're unusually calm about this.
Calm doesn't mean I don't feel anything. It simply means I refuse to turn pain into pressure.
I don't know how to be someone's wife right now.
You don't need to be.
Then what are we?
Two people sharing a roof and trying not to hurt each other while life rearranges itself.
That sounds less frightening than marriage. I want you to promise me something.
If it is within my power, I will.
If one day you realize that this life is unfair to you, please don't stay out of guilt.
And I would like you to promise me something as well.
What is that?
Do not punish yourself for being broken right now.
I don't know if broken things can be repaired.
Sometimes they are not repaired. Sometimes they simply grow into something different.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for trusting me enough to speak.
I think I will try to sleep for a while.
That sounds like a good plan.
Daniel,
Yes,
you are a good man.
I'm simply trying to be a decent one. Sometimes loving someone means accepting the possibility that they may never love you back.
I see that young woman every morning. But she always walks alone. Never waiting for her husband.
I've noticed the same thing lately. The husband leaves early and returns late, almost avoiding her presence.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Collins. I hope the weather is treating you both kindly today.
Oh yes, dear. But tell me, why don't we see you and Daniel walking together anymore?
Daniel works long hours recently. And I prefer taking quiet walks alone. To clear my thoughts.
Emma, if you need anything from the shop, I can bring it later tonight.
Thank you, Daniel. But I only need fresh air. And some peaceful time outside.
They speak kindly to each other. But something about their marriage feels unusually distant.
Yes. It feels like two polite guests sharing a house instead of husband and wife sharing life.
This is Lucy. She is the best friend of Emma. She is very kind. An emotional support for her.
Emma, I've been worried about you. Everyone says your wedding happened suddenly. And very quietly.
It happened quickly. Because life changed suddenly. And I had no time to understand everything.
But marriage usually brings excitement, happiness, small arguments, laughter, and dreams shared between two people.
Our house has none of those things. It only has silence, polite conversations, and careful distance.
Does Daniel treat you badly? Or make you feel uncomfortable in any way?
No. Daniel is gentle. And respectful. Sometimes I think he is kinder than I deserve.
Then why do you look so lonely every time?
Because kindness cannot immediately replace love. And grief cannot disappear simply. Because a marriage happened.
You and your wife seem very quiet lately. Newly married couples usually make more noise and laughter.
Some marriages begin slowly, Mr. Harris. Not every story starts with excitement. and celebration.
Well, patience can sometimes grow stronger roots than passion, though it takes much longer.
I hope patience is strong enough. Because patience is all we have at the moment. Daniel. I met Lucy today. And she asked questions. I could not answer honestly.
People often ask questions. Because they believe. Every marriage must look the same from outside.
I told her our home is peaceful. But sometimes that peaceful silence feels heavier than loud arguments.
Silence can feel lonely. But it can also give broken hearts time to breathe again.
I don't know whether we are healing or simply learning how to hide our sadness politely.
Maybe we are doing both, Emma. And sometimes that is the only way people survive difficult beginnings.
Welcome everyone to the National Dance Championship, where passion, rhythm, and fearless energy create unforgettable performances tonight. These dancers move like they are telling stories with their bodies. Instead of simply performing steps,